Direct from the Six, world-renowned, Canada's largest city, with Canada's biggest thinkers, visionaries, and hustlers. This is Startup Talk, featuring the founders, funders, innovators, and community leaders who've led Canada's startup ecosystem right here in Toronto. You'll hear the challenges, the failures, the successes. Toronto's Startup Podcast gives you the full story direct from the entrepreneurs and influencers who've made a difference. Now, the host of Startup Talk, the founder of TorontoStarts, the Startup Coach.
We're in a brave new world where what we thought was impossible is now possible. The Star Trek computer, if it doesn't exist right now, will exist in the next year. Scotty down at the computer and he says, "Hey, computer," and it's like, "Oh, I have to use a mouse. How quaint." It's happening, with computer use and all the tools out there. I wonder what the next generation, this is the question to you. What do the next generation of office users look like? They just tell the computer what to do and the computer goes and does it? Or are there going to be more interactions in between?
So with Neuralink, go ahead. I was going to say, with Neuralink, you don't even have to tell anybody to do anything. You'll imagine it, and then it'll shoot off some commands for somebody to do something, right? Go ahead, Brett.
I'm personally not convinced that all user interfaces are converging towards conversation. I know that's a popular belief in my industry, and as someone who makes their living building conversational interfaces, I'm definitely a believer, but I don't think it's going to completely go away. There's still a room for a power button and not just like computer on. You know what I mean? And that's because conversational interfaces are probabilistic, and probabilistic interfaces are just always going to be bad at some things. I don't want my computer, I don't know if you've ever dealt with an Alexa or a Google Home, I don't want the power button having that level of unreliability where it works 90% of the time, but occasionally you're like, what? Hey, why didn't it chime up or why didn't it listen to me? If conversational interfaces get to the point of, 99.99999% reliability, understanding your intention, that the level of reliability the power button has, it's not ambiguous what I mean when I press the power button, then I think actually it will be just like us staring at a screen and either thinking thoughts at the computer or typing thoughts at the computer or speaking thoughts to the computer. Yeah. But I think that's really more 40, 50 years away, not near term. But I know other people may disagree. What do you think, Raman?
I think 40, 50 is probably too far. I think it's more 20 to 30 year timeline before we get to that. We're always pushing to do less movement, let's typing, let's everything, right? Even talking is too much for some people, So why do I need to say this thing in too many words? Why computer off, computer on? Why not just on and off? And it should figure out who I'm talking to.
It's just by where your eyes are gazing or
or the time of the day or what I usually do around that time.
I've heard that eye gaze tracking on the new, I haven't tried it yet myself, but the new Apple mask things, people say it's trippy and really hard to use. Where
I haven't tried it and I haven't seen that specific one. And I know I saw yesterday, was it yesterday before Google announced their new Google glasses? Again, the world keeps changing, right? And the way it's amazing to see how fast we're putting all this technology together, where we saw that hack of the Meta glasses for the Instagram, where the person was walking around in public and it would identify faces, pull the information up on the internet and serve it up to the person, and they'd go up and say, "Hey, Colleen, I remember you from the conference last blah blah blah," and they start it just all be fake information they got off LinkedIn or Instagram or whatever. And this is the world we live in now. And
yeah, but then once the other person also has one, they'll look it up and be like, oh, I didn't. Like, you're tricking me. You're not the person I remember from that conference, you know? Yeah, so it's like, once both sides have it, it neutralizes the effect.
And did you want to elaborate just slightly, because we just glossed over it at the beginning, on the opportunity for entrepreneurs to join this industry by using your tools?
Yeah, so I mean, our basic platform is an AI agent platform, but are focused on the needs rather than targeting engineers like the vast majority of agent platforms. Like they're meant to be tools you build on and build a product around or on top of, or maybe you integrate it into your IT infrastructure. We aren't really a platform for the agent itself. We are a platform for your agent business. So we're not really a tech platform. We are a business platform. And so we want to work with entrepreneurs who understand specific verticals, right? Like you understand insurance, or you understand finance, you understand healthcare. You come to us, we will help you customize you an AI agent that is specific to that vertical. Maybe it does doctor's notes, or it does, or maybe even diagnosis, or maybe it does sales pitches or proposals. We work with you to build that AI agent, and you can go in the market, figure out the right pricing with those customers and everything. And hopefully both of us can grow together as successful business partners in this industry. So I really think that's where our target is to empower and enable not just ourselves, but other entrepreneurs to gain prosperity from the AI revolution. Raman?
So where can our listeners or entrepreneurs or potential clients who think, I'm a subject matter expert and I'd love to take a look at these tools and see how this could work in a business platform for me, where should they go to find out more about Prospera Labs?
Our website is a good start, prosperalabs.ai, or just email me and then we can get started there as well, Raman@prosperalabs.ai. And then we can do some demos, onboard you onto the platform, show you around the platform, and then show you how we can help kickstart your business.
And for those of you who are listening, the email and those links will be in the podcast show notes. I'd really like to thank you for taking the time to have this great discussion about AI and about Prospera Labs today. I know we got kind of off track on ethics and Skynet and all the other stuff and where AI is going. I really appreciate you going on that journey with me.
For sure. We'll come back and cover the rest.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Thanks
Awesome.
again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This has been Startup Talk, Toronto's startup podcast. For more exclusive content, the episode vault, and to be part of TorontoStarts community, visit TorontoStarts.com. Get your name on the newsletter mailing list and check out our upcoming events. For more episodes, subscribe now. And please recognize the time and work behind the scenes put into connecting you with the biggest visionaries, entrepreneurs, and innovators in Toronto by leaving a 5-star review. Join us for more next episode from Toronto's most active entrepreneur and startup community on Startup Talk.